besties, so today's video is going to be a little bit of a short one, but I have some news. If you didn't know, did not have my driver's license. I did complete driver's ed when I was, 15, 16? I did get an A in the classroom and an A- behind the wheel. Never actually made it to the DMV to test. The state of Illinois is a little weird with like how much they require and stuff, and then life just kind of kept going, and then I moved to North Carolina, and then life just kept going, and I ended up back here anyway. I went and got my permit about 2 weeks ago. Have been driving on a constant, and I am now happy to say that as of yesterday, I got my driver's license! How crazy! Hi besties, we are at my job again, and I have actually a story time for you that I forgot to tell on here, and it's really, it's a little funny. It's a little, anyway, it's a little bad, but it's funny. So, on Monday, I picked up my check from work, and I drove to my bank, because my boss doesn't do direct deposit, so I drove to my bank, and I go inside my bank to deposit, because the truck sits too high up for their drive-through, and I have to hang out my window, and I hate it, so I go inside. Anyway, I'm getting so much better, genuinely, at parking the truck. I'm better at judging it now. I can actually, I feel comfortable parking, between two cars. Normally I would park 8,000 feet away from the store and just park at the end and whatever. I'm getting more comfortable now, right? So I get to the bank, and I have a favorite parking spot. So at my bank, there's 5 parking spots, and then handicaps this way. 5 parking spots, and then a curb. And I like the one against the curb because it's very obvious for me on how to judge the truck, right? Because there's a whole curb there. It's not just a line that's barely painted on the ground. It's great. But there's a car next to it, and I was like, I'm getting better at this. We're gonna try it, right? I swing in. I forget that curb's at a fucking angle. I go up on the curb, and I'm like, fuck, okay, this isn't gonna work because I can't get any wider because it's like one car fits in their way to get in there. So I was like, I'm not gonna get in this. Well, then I make eye contact with the man sitting in the car next to the spot. And I was like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. And then he goes to back out. And I'm like, oh my God, now I'm stopping him from leaving. I'm such an asshole. So I backed all the way out. He pulled back in, and then I parked in the other side, right? Fast forward. I realized he got out of his car. And then I was like, he's not trying to leave. He just parked too. So I go in the bank. He's off to the side signing a check. So I book it to be ahead of him because I was like, he better not make eye contact with me because he saw me in my truck, so he knows that I drove that truck. Standing in line, and I just hear him over my shoulder, are you the one that was driving the white Tacoma? And I was like, yeah. And it's my husband's truck. And my face was blood fucking red. And he was like, you really tried to get in that spot. I tried to scoot over for you, but no, I totally understand. And I'm like, there's some bad days and some good days with me driving the truck. I guess today's one of the bad days, and I had him laughing or whatever. And he was like, yeah, just call your husband and, tell him what you did today. And I'm like, yeah, I only hit 2 curbs today. And we were laughing so hard. But I have to change banks. I have to move.